Hi everyone, it's Tiffany Peterson, and I'm here to share with you just a quick tip here via video this week instead of written. So I just wanted to share with you this thought that's coming up for me a lot and for my clients is this concept of your summer office hours. Many of you are entrepreneurs or have a direct influence to your income and direct control of your time. And the summertime kind of provides this interesting thing. I think at some level we're just naturally wired to think about it's summertime and therefore it's time to play and sleep outside and under the stars and have s'mores and stay up late and watch movies and read and rest and play and go swimming and do all those fun things. And I invite you to consider that that probably for some of you might exactly be what will help you grow your business, is to put some playtime in your schedule as well. But one thing that's really up for me is I coach many of my clients. At some point, time management comes up for all of them. And we talk about this, and this is true whether they're corporate employed or they're self-employed, is this concept of being clear about time management. Peter Drucker has said that until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else. So it's pretty important, and it's one of those things that comes up over and over again. But see, when we control our own schedules, so for my fellow solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business, or direct salespeople, is that when we control our own schedule, it's really easy to allow our emotions to dictate our decisions, right? Is that we don't have that naturally inserted accountability where we report to someone else because we are the boss, we are running our show. So one thing that's really helped me, and then again a coaching advice that I share with others, is to have them decide what are their office hours. And being summer and summertime, you may want to consider, what are my summer office hours? Something to think about that can help support you, because I've definitely learned for myself in life and in business that things are about quality, not necessarily quantity. So perhaps for you, deciding your office hours will help you significantly be more productive in those hours and that time. It's not necessarily saying you have to work a traditional 8 to 5 time frame. It is about having quality, though, invested in your business, in your sales and marketing efforts, and in your business development, doing those activities that nourish your business so your income doesn't have to drop even if your hours do. So one thing that I personally live and learn is something I learned from Darren Hardy. He talks about identifying what your MVPs are, and MVPs stand for your most valuable priorities. And so when you're clear on your priorities, which is my preference, rather than saying time management, as I like to say priority management, is determining what are my key priorities in my life and in my business. And specifically as you think about your sales and business, and therefore your income, is to get clear on what are the key priorities for you that help you grow your business. That might be making X amount of contact calls, what I personally like to call connection calls versus sales calls, and focusing on connecting and nourishing relationships. Nourished relationships naturally bring about business and sales and opportunity. So for you, it might be making connection calls, it might be writing a newsletter, it might be attending a networking event, it might be doing follow-up from meetings that you've attended recently and new people that you met, and to nourish those relationships. So I'm with you, is I'm here to say maybe you do take some time off this summer. I'm playing a lot more and doing more fun things, and yet my business is still growing and still thriving. And I don't say that to impress you, that's not the point, but to, I guess, let you be aware or to impress upon you that you also, it isn't always about quantity of time, it's about quality of time. So consider, decide for yourself, what are my office hours? All too often, if we're in business for ourselves, it's kind of like this open gate that business can just come up whenever throughout the day. And then it feels like that's what we're doing all the time. Many of you have a cell phone, and for a lot of you, that cell phone is a little mini computer, smartphone with you at all times, where you're always attached to your email, to your social media, to texts, to calls, where you can be instantly plugged into it. And so you might want to consider how much that's with you on a regular basis, or how dialed into it you are. So get clear, what are your office hours? And for many of you, what are your summer office hours? And determine for yourself, when are the best chunks of time for you to be focused? What I like to call your sacred sales time, right? Is all of us are on a different place energetically. And for some of you, mornings is your money-making time. For some of you, you're afternoon focused or evening focused. And so for yourself, decide, when is my money-making time, or that sacred sales time, and honor that in your life and in your week and in your schedule. And then allow yourself to have time to say, when is really great for me to be plugged in with family or my personal priorities, or to exercise or go play, and to consider that for yourself. It'll take the stress off of if you're feeling at all, thinking, gosh, I'm behind, I'm not getting enough done, and I'm maybe being lazy. You know, all those self-judgmental things and thoughts that really don't serve you, is then to make a decision. What are your office hours? I do think that's important. I think it's helpful. Is all too often if you run your own business, it's done at random, and randomness, random actions and random effort produce random results. So get clear and concise. Maybe during the summer you only work 20 hours a week. That might be 4 hours a day, and you decide when that is. Or you might work 3 full days a week and take the other 2 off. Now for some of you, summer might be your hot month. If you're maybe perhaps a real estate agent or something of that nature, where what you do in your business, this is your time to, to really cash in and to be out there working. And so it will be obviously different for all of you, but I just think in general is being clear of what are my office hours. And by knowing that and being focused on, again, on your MVPs, MVPs are anything that I think have the most impact to your bottom line. I like to ask all my clients to get clear on what activities have the highest rate of return to your bottom line, to your revenue, to your income. And so those are the activities we want to do frequently and consistently in our schedule to grow our businesses. I hope you're having a great summer. I hope you're having a lot of fun. And I hope you're also having a lot of productivity time too. Realize that you can have it both. Absolutely. You can do both, and that you can be productive and focused for quality amounts of time, your MVPs getting scheduled, getting into your calendar, that they happen. And then there can be some fun time too for you to be doing the things that you want to be doing in this season of your life. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.